Seeing none, we'll move on to public testimony. And we have a number of people who have signed up to speak, and they will be entitled to, refresh my memory, Madam Clerk, 2 minutes. We'll start with Ms. Mia Jacobson. Welcome, Ms. Jacobson. We're glad to see you today, and we look forward to hearing what you have to offer us.
Yeah, I'm glad I came today, the Year of the Girl. It's really exciting to know about. Anyway, usually I have a more polished speech, but for the sake of time and candor, today I'd like to speak to everyone as I do everybody else. By now, I hope you've heard what my friends keep asking again and again and again. We would like an opportunity to engage our government according to our own concerns, the concerns of the people. Plainly said, there are concerns that are not and cannot be constrained by an agenda. This seems so obvious that I am amazed for the past few months this constitutional truth of human society has not only been ignored, but actively denied and avoided. It makes me question how we can work together, how you can know what to do next to best support your community if there is no actual conversation. Come on. Grant us a meeting for the sake of your political integrity. There are politics and there is bullshit. The difference is slight and easy to miss. Set an example. Help us come together and do your job. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we'll have Mr. Doug Johnson.
Yeah, could I get Joe and Reagan and all you other guys to drop your laptops for a few minutes and pay eye to eye to me? Okay, I guess not. Okay. For the record, I'm going to ask you, Mr. Phillips, this time, and I'm going to go around to all the council members and ask them these questions just to confirm or deny that you will allow us our constitutional rights. We as citizens of King County demand that you do what Mr. Gossett failed to do at last week's meeting, and that is respect our constitutional rights by writing a resolution which allows the people to be heard, to redress their grievances at the beginning of these meetings, when the audience is actually here. Even though they were the banksters, there was an audience. Of course, they're going to leave after they get their little commendation. They're not going to be here, so the audience is you. But we want to be able to redress our grievance in front of not just you, but the audience as well, for a minimum 5 minutes. And if by some reason, you know, because these meetings go a little longer than scheduled because of this, well, so be it. So are you going to do this, Mr. Phillips?
Councilmember Phillips?
I'm listening to what they have to say.
We're here to listen to what you have to say.
Oh, so you will not answer the question even, is that correct? You can talk to me, Mr. Phillips. I'm right here.
Just following decorum, sir.
Madam Chair, point of order.
Okay, and again, for the record, Mr. Phillips, we as citizens of King County demand that the council schedule monthly public meetings, rotating from city to city, town to town, to allow your constituents a chance to redress their grievances in a public forum. These meetings shall include our King County executive, as well as you council members. So now, Mr. Phillips, again, I'm going to ask you, are you going to are you going to bring this idea to the council in the form of a resolution, or are you not?
According to council rules, when the council member asks for a point of order, Madam Chair?
Yes, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. During public testimony, Madam Chair, we have never, there's nothing in the council rules that requires council members to respond to random questions from members of the public. However, our telephones are open for you to call. Our email account is always there for you to send in
point of information, Madam Chair.
Excuse me, point of order, Madam Chair. I do have the floor, sir.
Okay.
And we do schedule appointments in our office on a regular basis, and I understand that I have an appointment with several members of your organization very soon. So, Madam Chair, I would appreciate it if you would remind the public that at this point on the agenda they are here to address us, but not to question us. And then when it is my turn for you to ask me the question, I will simply answer now and say you can call my office, you can send me an email, or you can make an appointment to come in and see me, and perhaps you can join your friends who are already on the calendar.
Point of information, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, the point of information, there's 2 points of information. The first one is what people, when you said your group or your people, what were you referring to? Well, StandUP-America is meeting with you too. The second point of information is this is for the record that Councilmember Phillips is not addressing these questions. Thank you.
We do not entertain questions, and as Councilmember Patterson so succinctly pointed out, there are plenty of opportunities, and unfortunately your time is now up, and we will recognize...
This is a point of information. Again, I'm sorry.
There is no point of information at this point.
Okay.
Mr. Bellamy? Thank you.
Here you go. My name is Sam Bellamy, and I again request attention from each council member, and because I am a member of the public, that is respect, and I will give you respect and ask you questions. So
we will not be answering questions.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I will respect that. I just respect having some eye contact from some of the council members. Thank you. Because apparently what the public has to say isn't important, looking down. And when the public speaks, that should be the one thing that your attention should be on. And he's leaving. Thank you, Councilmember Dunn, for leaving and pointing out the obvious, that this whole thing is a circus. It's clowns. You know, we English aristocrats. You have the power. You demand of us to do as you say. I understand that I can't ask you questions, you can't respond back, but aren't we a community? Shouldn't we be working together for these problems? There's a pattern that's been existing in America for the past 30 years that has taken us down to where we're at right now. King County didn't escape the recession, so obviously they were doing what was in that pattern, and we're continuing that pattern, and we want to talk about this as a community, find solutions to what's going on. We can't even address, we come to you, the legislative, to help us to checks and balances against the executive branch. Dow Constantine isn't available for public comment. There's no way to directly address him with grievances. We can file paperwork. That's great. I want an open public dialogue with council members and with our King County executive. By you scheduling 1 day a month, just 1 day a month, for an open agenda where any citizen can address you directly with concerns that they have, that's just going to open up so many doors of possibility. And yet you're ignorant to that fact because it's not the way it's been done for the past how many years. And we'd appreciate you becoming a true leader and taking charge and doing something, create a resolution that allows 1 day a month for the citizens to have an open day where they can address their grievances to the executive as well as the council. So I beg of you, please make a resolution. I'm not going to ask any one of you directly. I'm asking the council chamber in general for someone to sponsor this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And we have Mr. Alex Zimmerman.
Hi, my name is Alex Zimmerman. I represent StandUP-America. Guys, I'm ashamed to remind you, so we have a constitution, you know what I mean, because I don't think so you know about this. What is we want? What is you return constitution back to people? Stop and ignore constitution. Ignore constitution, you ignore people. It's very simple. So why you doing this? Why you don't want to make a simple changes? Everything what is we want, right? Speak to council meeting every time what is we want. It's open public forum. Everything what is we want, what is you open door 1 day per month and everybody can speak to you. In everything what is we want by constitution, what is Don Constantine as executive, listen to us too. We can do this in public forum, like all civilized people doing. Bellevue, Kirkland, all city around doing same right now. Why you don't want doing this? And I try to understand where is the point of this. And sorry, I find something what is in my mind come because I have huge experience with tyranny before, and for last 30 years tyranny too. So in America, I'm sorry. So you acting like an English aristocrat. Where is the point? You understand what it means? You block us totally. Who are you? It's a master from Alabama plantation from 18th century in America before Civil War or something like this. You know what it means? Who are you guys? Or, sorry, you corrupt clown. You know what it means? Because I don't understand what is this happen. I don't understand why. Your council have experience before with jail, you know what it means, many times. So somebody from you fighting before for freedom, for Constitution. You know what it means? What is we asking? It's very simple. I cannot find motivation why you don't want doing this. You talking about your rule and regulation, but you make this rule and regulation for protect your status quo. This is exactly what has happened. In everything what is we asking is very simple. We demand us right, freedom of speech every time what is we want this. We are citizen of United States, EU as servant. EU work for us.
Thank you.
We don't need negotiate with you. You're supposed to be doing this by definition.
Thank you, Mr.
very
Zimmerman.
much.
And it has been a pleasure to hear from you. And just wanted to point out for your information that while there may not be any citizens in the chambers, we are televised and we have a viewing audience of many thousands of people that are able to tune in to the proceedings of the council on a weekly basis.